Here's what we're going to do, because I see out in the hallway musicians. So we're going to get them in here. I'm going to play a track of theirs. This is called The Fall. We've got the world radio premiere of their brand new song. We're going to hold off on that, though, until they're in the room. But we're going to play this track. It's called The Fall. I really like this a lot. The band is Heavy America. Heavy America will be here with us live in studio.
Cracks forming there. One more shit to it. Step back, prepare for the fall.
Puzzle
Heavy America joins us live in studio. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
And this is special because we're going to be doing the world radio premiere of a brand new single, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But Mike, let's start with you. You're at the news desk. Why don't you just tell us who you are and what you do in the band?
My name is Mike Seguin. I am the lead vocalist and guitarist in Heavy America. I do a lot of the audio engineering for the band.
Cool.
When we record.
Excellent.
Pretty much most of the managerial skills.
Yeah.
That come with it. Try to be a little bit of everything. Try and take care of whatever needs to get done.
That's what it takes. Yeah.
Keep it small, keep it all.
Yeah. There you go. All right. I like that. Keep it small, keep it all. I like that. And on the couch, you, sir.
I am Dan. I am the drummer of the band. Also a little bit of singing, but mostly the drummer and percussionist.
Okay. And you?
I'm Bud, and I play the bass.
All right. I'm a bass player as well.
Sweet.
So very nice, very nice. When you guys are from Boston?
Yeah. The band's based out of Boston.
Excellent. How was your drive?
It wasn't too bad. Yeah, there was some rough spots, but
this time of day it can be a little dicey.
Yeah, and with the weather too.
Oh yeah.
I think Dan had the worst of it with almost 2 hours to get here.
Oh really? Yeah.
And these guys know I'm usually the guy always early, so for me to get here with a couple of minutes to spare.
Did you get your spot right up front like you normally do?
Yeah, I did.
Did you really?
I really did.
Always.
That's our joke at gigs. I always get the spot. I got the drums, got all the equipment.
Yep.
I always get the spot right out front. I don't know why it is, but
If we're looking for the gig, just look for Dan's car. It's right in front of the gig.
Yeah. Well, with the drums, that's smart. By the way, are you in? This has been a trend on the show recently. It seems like every band we have on, the drummer is in like 10 different bands. Are you in a bunch of different bands, or are you just in this one?
we are all in this one band.
No kidding.
We've all been in this one band, so we're dedicated to this.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
This is our band.
Yep.
Excellent. Everything. So we played a couple of tracks during the break, but we're going to play a couple of your older songs. But you have a brand new single, I should say.
Yes, we do.
Called Pretender, and this is the world radio premiere, right? Nobody's heard this yet.
That's correct. Yep, this is the first time it's been on public ears.
Excellent.
We just got it back from mastering last week, and we figured what better place to show it off than here.
Yeah. Oh, we love it. We love it. Great. Anything we should know about this before we hear it? Anything you want to tell us about it, or?
No, not really. Just sit back and enjoy.
All right. Very cool. All right. Let's give this a listen, and then we'll come back and talk with these guys some more. This is the brand new single from Heavy America. This is called Pretender.
Head down, play the pretender.
here first. Pretender, that is a brand new single from Heavy America. And we have Mike, Dan, and Bud here with us live in studio. And great stuff. So where do you record? You do this all, Mike, you said you handle the audio engineering and everything?
Yeah, we do all the recording ourselves. Right at our rehearsal studio in Billerica, Mass. We've been there since 2015.
Yeah.
So we've done a pretty good job of getting the place all soundproofed and cables run and everything. And it's a down and dirty recording studio, but it definitely gets the job done, and it saves us thousands of dollars.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, and we live in a time, and I've talked about this with a lot of guests on the show over the years, that, we live in a time where you've got so many different options in terms of how you approach recording. You can go to a recording studio, you can build your own, you can have a very small setup and email tracks back and forth. I mean, it's amazing all the different ways you can do it now.
Yep.
And before we go any further, by the way, too, these guys, now I did not open this yet or look at it for those of you watching online. Oh, there's a sticker too. Awesome. But these guys brought me a shirt.
The brand new Heavy America shirt.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, we went with a tan with black this time instead of a black T-shirt. The last 6 runs of T-shirts have all been black, so
no,
we changed it up a little bit.
I was just thinking, I think that's cool because everybody does black T-shirts.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's something different. I like it. Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah, you can wear that to a formal event, too.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. No, that is awesome. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
That is fantastic. Who designed the logo? I really dig the logo.
We did. Yep.
What font is that?
It's called Madison Square Incised.
Okay.
Yeah, it took a long time to find that.
Did it really? Yeah.
Well, you want something to be original and to carry the through time. So
Yeah. Can you guys talk to me about influences? Because it's we listened to that track, and then I went and I listened to some of your others because I wanted to play some others too, as we did during the break. And hard to pin you guys down. There's you got kind of I don't know, it's raw, it's kind of a stripped down sound, but melodically it gets weird. There's twists and turns you don't expect, and it's really cool. Especially that track Vacation is a great example of that. But can you guys just talk to me about influences and what I assume there's a lot of diversity there.
Yeah, yeah, there is. All 3 of us grew up in homes that were, full of music. My dad, grew up in the late 60s, early 70s, so I had access to his album collection when I started learning how to play guitar at like 13.
Yeah.
And so a lot of my early influences were from that late 60s, early 70s. I think Dan, too.
Yeah, and I came from a musical family, and my brother was always in a band ahead of me in one of the big bands where I grew up in Connecticut. So growing up in all that classic rock, so it was definitely a classic rock thing. The funny thing with us is we never really sit down, even when we did this and talked about sound influences.
Yeah,
it's an odd thing. We just kind of brought the music, and we never spent a lot of time saying, what do we need to sound like, or who really came from where. It's kind of an amalgamation.
We tried to avoid it, and we're all pretty seasoned musicians. We've been around for a little while, and I mean, it's not just music that's an influence, in your music, meaning other music, but it's everything in life. It's all things you come across on a daily basis can influence you in some way. So
yeah,
I never liked the idea of pigeonholing yourself to one thing, and we a few years ago got described as every genre of rock by a review that was done of us, and
I saw that on your website.
I kind of liked it. Yeah, I was like, that's true, and that it's when you played Vacations, it mentioned that's kind of quirky. That song, when we released it, that the guy, person that did the review on that song, tagged us as psychedelic progressive hard rock, and I like that too. I think that's pretty good too. But we like to stretch our own talents too. So we're always challenging ourselves as musicians. So if you hear one of our songs go off on some wacky key change or time signature change, it's because we probably decided to challenge ourselves.
Yeah. Has the sound changed over time, or has it always been
a little bit?
Yeah.
It's become more us.
Yeah.
you can still hear all of our our influences, but our sound is becoming more us. I'd say in the past probably 2 or 3 years we've really started to get our own sound, and that was the goal.
Yeah, I think the other thing, we've become much better at building songs. I mean, Mike is obviously our fearless leader when it comes to bringing music, but sometimes it can start at a rehearsal, right? We come up with stuff, but a lot of times Mike comes with a couple ideas, but the three of us really contribute. But I think more lately now than we did in the beginning, we spent a lot of time building a good song. I think earlier on it's whatever came to you, and you kind of accepted that, and then you might have tweaked it. But we spent a good amount of time working through songs now to make sure the parts fit. It's interesting, listenable, and and we're proud of it.
Yeah, and they're never really done, Like we've gone back and we just did it for Swarmy Fest. We took a song that was 8 years old and chopped 1 minute and 20 seconds out of it.
Oh yeah,
just because we didn't like that part anymore.
Yeah.
But we're not afraid to hack up our own music. And
well, it keeps it interesting, right?
Yeah.
It kind of renews something that's if you take an old song and you kind of do it just differently, it's like it's a new song.
Yeah, and plus, you improve as a player, and you want to put you want your new chops in your old songs.
Right. Chris from the band Edgewise says, I heard some Big Elf in there, great Bayside band. Do you know them, Big Elf?
I don't.
I'm not sure. I don't think I do either. I don't know. It sounds kind of familiar, but I'll have to check them out, though. I'm curious. Has it always been the three of you in this band?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting enough, we didn't start as this band as a 4-piece, but we were a 4-piece, and we started together on a project together. These guys have known each other forever.
Okay.
They knew somebody else that I'd been playing drums with. We started out on a project to do a studio recording of old songs they had done way back when, and kind of resurrect some of them. And then after that, we three wanted to stay on and continue on. That's how I was born.
Yeah.
But we, at that time it was a singer, and Mike wasn't singing. And then Mike said, "No, I'm picking up singing duties." We're like, "Okay, let's see how that goes." But we love a 3-piece. That's our bag.
Yeah.
It's when you can. It's hard, and when you can execute and record play what you recorded, and Mike's singing lead and playing guitar.
Yeah.
And it works. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine. I mean, it's easier in some ways too, right? If there's only three of you, because the bigger the band, the more you have to work around. The more people whose schedules you have to work around for rehearsals and for shows, and so with a 3-piece, it must be pretty streamlined, I would think.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we all think the same when it comes to music, and we've never had an argument.
Yeah.
In the 8 years that we've been in a band together, we've never had an argument. We're beyond that.
Yeah,
I think that's about, when you were talking about adding another person, has it come up like a couple times? Could you imagine if we had a keyboard player or something? We're like, nah, because the relationship we have just works, so it's just not worth even screwing with.
Yeah, makes sense.
The chemistry's too good.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. Why ruin it? Yeah. Are any of these songs difficult to recreate live? Do they change at all live because what you've recorded is difficult with just the three of you? Or
no, we always try, whatever we put on record, we try to make sure that we can replicate that live, and we don't use any backing tracks.
Yeah.
When you see us, it's literally you're hearing the three of us raw playing, no backing tracks. But we want to make sure that we can reproduce, live.
Yeah.
So there's a few small things, like if you're here in the fall, there's a little piano key thing in the back. But
okay.
There's little accents that we may do in the recording studio, but we'd never record or use any instruments that we can't use live.
Oh, okay. Chris from Edgewise just shared a link to Big Elf in the chat room.
Nice.
I want to see if it.
Gonna have to listen to that.
I want to see if it loads up here. It's for some reason my internet here is running very slow. But yeah, I'm just curious to hear just a little bit of this because you guys are unique, and I couldn't think of anyone you sound quite like. So it's interesting that. Let me see here. Turn this up. See what we get here. Yeah, let me go a little further in. Oh, there we go.
It changes honest people. Money, it's your best friend.
That's a song called "Money, It's Pure Evil." I'll have to listen to that later. It does sound interesting.
Yeah.
It does sound interesting.
I'd have to listen a little more myself to try and hear us in there.
Yeah. Do you guys, how many songs do you have? Because you've been together, what, 8 years, you said?
8 years. We got, right now, I think, 28 originals.
Okay. Okay. Do you do any covers? Or?
No covers, but we do a medley of some covers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But with no vocals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's just the hooks.
Yeah.
You know, but it's about 13 or 14 different songs that we just took all the hooks of them and jammed them into one 6.5 minute long medley.
Now it's free great because the way Mike, we're not doing it this weekend, so it's fine. I can talk about it because I'm not taking away the surprise. But the way Mike always explains is, we could tell you what our influences but instead we're going to show you.
Yeah.
And literally we all contributed, like, here's 3 songs I want to do, 3 I want to do. We kind of cobbled it together, and they're all snippets. And the hardest part was sewing them all together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's every time we get done, everybody just says, "That's freaking genius."
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and it's a highlight. But that's our covers.
Yeah, yeah. Very nice. We should. I'd like to play another song. So I listened to, obviously, we premiered the new song, but I also listened to a bunch of your other songs online, and I think we should get one more in, and then we'll come back and talk. We'll come back and talk some more. But I already played "The Fall." That was pretty cool. "Crushed." I like "Call You Tomorrow" a lot, but that has a swear in it. But
it's got a couple swears in it.
Yeah, but
too bad. It's a killer.
But yeah, that is a great track. If I had time, I would have made a radio edit of it because I'm pretty good at that, and that is a great track. But I also really like this song, "Crushed."
That song did well in Europe.
Did it?
Yeah, we got a lot of press out of London.
Oh, no kidding.
With that song, yeah. It did way better over in England than it did here in the United States. I mean, we would obviously not rock stars or anything, but it got a lot more press in online play and terrestrial play in England than it did here.
Interesting. Any idea why? Do you have any idea what it is about it that caught on there? Or
I don't. I mean, we released it in the summer, it does have kind of that bouncy, summery type feel.
Yeah.
Maybe, and it I guess it does have a little hint of English mixing, like the tones in there are a little bit more British than probably than you'd hear here, but. Yeah, we're just happy people liked it. I don't care if you're from Zimbabwe. If you like that song, it's great with me, man.
By the way, Melanie said in the chat room, that must be annoying being more successful in another country.
Yeah. It is.
No, it's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool that, and again, it's the time that we live in too, whereas, pre-internet, that really would be pretty unlikely. Or if something like that did happen where you have something that catches on somewhere else, you might not ever even know about it,
Yeah. If your band has a good online presence, I mean, chances are more than 80% of your fans are going to be from somewhere else.
Right.
We knew the importance of that real early. I mean, you can play your local scene, and you should as much as you can.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like the 90s where that's what you were limited to.
Right.
Like you had to physically leave to get people to know you.
Right.
You write a song now, the whole world can hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and we chose a different path. I mean, we've all played out in bands and played out and done, we're more into getting our music heard now than just going out and playing clubs around here. Mm-hmm. And Mike's done an amazing job of figuring out how to get your music out there. So we got, Mike's got the numbers, and we review them sometimes. You're amazed where your music gets played.
Yeah.
And I just think getting it out there and having people listen to it is what makes us happy. Not less than, playing out's great, and we'll do it whenever. But knowing that people are listening, you're getting hits around the world is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is. Well, let's give this a listen. So this is called "Crushed," and then we'll come back and talk with these guys some more. Heavy America is with us live in studio, but this is "Crushed." Yeah, that is catchy. That is Crushed. The band is Heavy America, and they are with us live in studio. Tom Blanchard is in the chat room and says, "Good song, cranking it up." You guys were we were talking off air. There's a video for that you said was pretty fun to shoot or interesting to shoot. I haven't seen the video yet, but I guess all your singles have videos.
Yep, yeah. Every song that we publish, we do a video for. Which is why Pretender hasn't been published yet, because we're doing the video for it right now.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, then once that video is done, then that song will be published. But, yeah, we try and shoot a video for every song. We work with a videographer who's a great friend of ours, does an awesome job. His name is Frank Avini. If anybody's looking for a good videographer, look him up on Facebook, Frank Avini. But, yeah, the song Crush, we actually did that video ourselves.
Oh, okay.
And it was fun. If you watch the video, we're all laying on our back, wearing whited out.
Texas marks center stage.
Whoops, sorry about that.
Wearing whited out costumes, and we kind of green screened it, so there's all this activity going on like through our bodies and in the background while we're playing the song, and it was a lot of fun to shoot, and we edited it, did all the editing ourselves, and so. That had a learning curve, but it was fun.
Yeah, that is cool. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, trying to, you read about green screen, then we lay down this tarp and we're lying on our backs, and the camera, how do we get the camera above us, and it's just the three of us, and you got some help from your family.
Yeah, we got an extension ladder with the camera duct taped to a broomstick, the spongy to a ladder hanging over us. It was fun.
Now, so what was the process like of, I've never worked with a green screen. Do you, how do you get?
You pretty much just, in the editing software, you choose the color that you want to mask.
Okay.
And we wore white, and we had, but the tarp that we were laying on was blue, so we masked all the blue.
Okay.
And that became, essentially the green screen. So anything that was the color of that tarp just gets replaced with whatever background image you put on it.
Yeah. Oh, that is, yeah.
But because of the suits that we were wearing, it kind of bleeds through the arms and legs, and it was just kind of an anomaly we didn't plan on happening.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't plan on it, but it just added a cool effect,
Yeah, that is really cool. Yeah, I recommend everybody check this out. Heavy America, Crushed. Look up the video on YouTube. Not right now. Wait till after the show. But yeah, you gotta look this up. That's pretty cool. So so it's interesting though. You're used to working with a videographer, but this one you guys did yourselves.
Yep. Yeah.
And it came out pretty amazing.
Yeah. We during 2020 when everything shut down and nobody was doing gigs, we invested in a really good Mevo live streaming camera.
Okay.
And got some nice editing software to go with it, and that thing shoots in 4K.
Yeah,
but it's got a 280-degree field of view, and it actually has 3 different lenses in it.
Okay,
so it looks like whatever you shoot was shot by 3 different cameras from 3 different angles, but it's only one camera.
Interesting.
It's really, really cool, and it'll do it all on its own. You can just preset for it to find faces and follow faces, and
really,
yep, you set it up and just hit the top and do your thing, and it zooms in and out and pans and does all kinds of cool stuff.
Damn.
All by itself.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was well worth the money. I don't even know if they make that camera anymore.
Really?
Yeah, it was real short lived, but it was worth the money for sure.
Wow. Hans Smith of Sepsis says, "Heavy America, I can't wait to see you on stage."
Yeah,
Thank you.
We missed you guys at Live, Love, Laugh. You guys were playing Saturday. We played Friday night,
and that was where was that?
That was in Lebanon, Maine.
Oh, okay.
The end of August. The end of this past August.
What was it, the venue?
Charlie's Hill.
Charlie's Hill, okay.
And a lot of people camp out. You can do a 2-day festival there, and some people stay on. If we wanted to stay on till I would have to stay there overnight.
Yeah.
Camp out. It was rainy and muddy, so we left, and the next day I guess was beautiful. But
that figures, huh?
Yeah.
I've been hearing a lot about Charlie's Hill. Sounds like a lot of people are playing there. Yeah. Very good. Do you guys play out a lot? Are you doing a lot of shows?
Not really. We probably do about a half a dozen a year.
Okay.
locally. If we have an opportunity to travel, we will. But if we're just playing locally, it's usually about 6 times a year.
Okay.
Every couple of months.
Yeah. What's now? Do you guys have a full album, or do you just release singles?
No, we did release a full album in 2017 called Now.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Before that.
Oh, here it is. Yep.
Yep. Our first release was a 5 or 6 song EP.
Yeah.
Just self-titled. That came out in 2015.
Okay.
And then 2017 we released a 9-song album, and then from then on we've been releasing singles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what goes into that? Because that's another area too, where it's like, you've got so many different options nowadays, where, growing up, it was like, you put out an album and then you go on tour, or you put out it, or maybe an EP, although I don't remember a lot of EPs growing up, but somebody might put out an EP and then go on tour and then make another album or something. But now there's so many different ways you can do it. And a lot of artists, actually a really common trend that I've noticed when talking to people on the show is, artists will put out a series of singles, like maybe one a month, and then at a certain point, those singles become part of an album.
We did that.
Did you? Yeah.
But the album is only offered. Well, it's a physical CD, so you can get it on our website or at our shows. But it's just that. It's 9 of our singles.
Oh, okay.
All put on one disc.
Okay.
We talked about it early on, like how should we approach it after we did those albums, and you just called out. You said it before. It's a different time. So we landed on focus on coming up with anytime 6 songs we know that are new. Come up with a release plan. We probably do one every 2 months, 3 months now.
Yeah.
I think, and really focus on good recording and good solid releases. Give them some air.
Yeah.
And then move on to the next, but no more big releases of albums.
We learned an important lesson with that album when we released it. It took us 10 months to, not including writing the songs, but just for the recording and the mixing and the mastering and all the artwork and, everything that goes into releasing an album. It took us 10 months.
Yeah.
And what we found was we released that album. 6 weeks later, it was old news.
Yeah.
And 10 months of work should go a lot further than that,
Interesting.
So
yeah.
we figured out real soon that it doesn't matter if it's an EP, an album, or a single. It has a very short longevity, where you have maybe 6 to 9 weeks, like, from release date to really grab people's attention with this thing. So instead of just, shooting it all off on one album right away, we learned that if you just release one single, you stretch it a lot further and it keeps your band relevant a lot longer.
Yeah.
Because every 3 months you're back in the press with something new.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense. Especially, in the social media era, it's like you got to feed that machine steadily.
Those attention spans are so short. It's
exactly.
not worth giving them everything all at once.
Right.
Just spoon feed them a little bit.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. And the videos too. What's funny too about that is I don't know if you guys ever run into this, but there's some people who if you talk to them, maybe they don't know much about maybe they don't pay much attention to the music industry or whatever, but some people think that there are no more music videos because, MTV, VH1, they haven't played videos in so long. And a lot of people think it's kind of a dead medium, the music video, and they don't realize that actually there's more music videos than ever.
I think we all agree it's a necessity.
Yeah.
I mean, YouTube is the #1 search engine for music.
Yep.
And our publisher automatically sends posts our music to our website, but it's just the audio. It's up to us to create the video content.
Yeah.
But it's so important when you can release your song, and a lot of bands do, and there's nothing wrong with just a stagnant image of your CD artwork
or a lyric video. You see that
a lyric
lot.
video. But we want to keep it a little more interesting, and where we save a lot of money doing our own recording, so we're able to spend a little bit of money to get a good video done.
Yeah.
But it's also important to have a promotional budget too. You know,
Yeah.
like we plan on anytime we release a song, it's anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 we allot for promotion of that song across a whole bunch of different mediums. You know, YouTube, Spotify, getting press, social media boosts and advertising and all this other stuff. It's you got to invest a little bit if you want to get your reach.
Right,
you know?
right.
So
yeah, no doubt. How did you guys get involved with Swarmy Fest? Did Sepsis reach out to you? Do you?
I actually reached out to them. We followed each other online a couple of years back. We started following each other because we're same music scene pretty much, and we try and support everybody we can. And I know those guys are phenomenal at supporting other acts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so yeah, we just watching each other's bands kind of grow, and I saw a posting from New Hampshire Booking saying they were still looking for a couple of bands for Swarmy Fest. So I reached out to Melissa.
Yeah.
And I asked her if, hey, you still looking for another band? And she said, yeah, we'd love to have you. So it was just a post I saw online. I just got there first.
Yeah. Excellent. And how long is your set on Saturday? Do you know?
25 minutes.
Yeah.
25 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Do you guys play? Obviously, you've been around a while. You said what? 8 years.
8 years. Yeah.
Do you play songs that go all the way back to the beginning of the band?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We rehash our set list constantly at our rehearsals. We get together once a week, but it's for 4 hours.
Yeah.
And we'll take like a half an hour dinner break usually in the middle, but we'll plow through 15, 18 songs in a night. You know? And we try and keep it all fresh, because just because the song's 8 years old doesn't mean you shouldn't play it anymore. It's a great song.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we love curating a new set list, or at least set list used for a period of time, and then we work hard on rehearsing a set list to make sure we can get through it right time.
Yeah.
That it flows. We just enjoy doing that, and then rehearsing that.
Yeah.
Literally that set a couple times.
Yeah.
One of the songs we're doing at Swarmy Fest actually was on a 2014 demo.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah.
That song's 9 years old. We're gonna play it.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Hans says Sepsis is about discovery. That's the most powerful thing ever. Yeah, very cool. And hello to Adam Slim in the Facebook live chat, and anybody in there I might have missed. Now, what's up next for you guys after Swarmy Fest? Do you have another show for later this year?
We're working right now with another band, trying to book some a show in the Alston, Brighton area. But we're unsure of a date just yet. But that'll be sometime probably end of November, beginning of December.
Okay. And then now there's I think you mentioned it earlier. I can't remember if it was on air or off air. But you guys are working, because you do videos for all the singles. You guys are working on a video now for Pretender. Is that correct?
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, the song, we just got it back from mastering.
Yeah.
So we've decided we're happy with it.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go ahead with the video production, but we haven't even broke ground with that yet. And that usually takes anywhere between 4 to 5 weeks to complete.
Wow. Okay. Are you going to be working with the same videographer?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't shoot it ourselves, we'll be working with Frank Avini again. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to check out your other videos, but I don't know. When you do it yourselves, it does seem to work out pretty well.
I don't know.
That Crushed video is awesome.
I don't know if you played the song Tales earlier, but I know it's one of the tracks that I sent you. But Frank shot that video for us back in 2019 or 2020.
That one we haven't played. We'll probably end with that one, actually.
That to this is still my favorite video.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
You got to watch that, because I just I'm proud. He did such a great job.
He did an amazing job on that video.
Mike gave him a great storyboard, and you wonder how it's going to be consumed and executed, and we knew where we were going to do it, but Frank just masterfully helped us get that out there.
He's real good at pulling the idea you have it in your head out and being able to understand it.
Yeah.
Which is tough sometimes. Like you're trying to explain to someone a storyboard that they have no idea. He didn't even hear the song.
Okay. Yeah.
And so like, here's what we want to do, and right away he got it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
When you say storyboard, what do you mean exactly for people who don't know?
Well, the lyrics of a song usually tell somewhat of a story, you know, and so we try and come up with a storyboard, if you will, like scenes to go along with the lyrics in the video, you know. Tales is a song about desperation, you know, and solitude and you know, just having no hope. And he did a great job of capturing that emotion with the video.
Okay.
And so, like the Crush video, obviously that has a long storyboard. You know, that song, to edit that was crazy. Because that's a whole story. You know?
Yeah.
Well, Mike, you did a real storyboard when we did the animated video, right? We hired a young animator, and
in Generation Lame, we hired when we did the video for the song Generation Lame, we actually hired a local animator to do 1 minute and 48 seconds worth of animation, and that took almost 3 months just because it's all hand done. And so we really had to wait on that. And then, you know, on top of all the other video clips that get edited into it and everything. I mean, and it's a long song. It's like almost 5 minutes long. So it's like a mini movie.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That was one of the early ones, right? Generation Lame?
Yeah, that came out in 2020.
Okay. 2020. Okay. Cool. And of course, the website too for people who want to keep up on with everything you guys are doing. HeavyAmerica.us, correct?
Yep, that's correct. You can find us on Facebook, Facebook/HeavyAmerica. We're on Instagram. We're everywhere.
By the way, where does the name come from? It's a cool name. Does the name have any meaning? Or
you know, I actually was not there when the name was conceived. Dan was, so Dan's going to have to tell you the story.
It really comes from, we were at rehearsal at some point in Everett, and it was basically the same incarnation of the band, but we went outside, sat on a stoop afterwards, and some kid said, you know, I forget whether he said, do you have a name or whatever, and a kid blurted out, he said, you sound like Heavy America. We're like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean? And it was just a joke. We just brought it back because we could never settle on a name. And I said, this kid said that, you know?
Yeah.
And we loved it.
Yeah.
We're like, that's where it came from.
And we never saw the kid again.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
he
cool.
He gave us a name and went on his way.
Yeah. I guess it was.
We hope he doesn't come out of the woodwork and tell us.
I guess it was meant to be. It was fate. Yeah. No, it's cool. It's a cool name. Is there any significance to the A at the end also being capitalized, or is
no?
that
It's just aesthetically looks better.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. It's wonderful to meet the three of you. I can't wait to see you live on Saturday. Mike, Dan, and Bud from Heavy America. And we will end with this track, Tales. If you missed it, again, go back and listen. You'll hear the world radio premiere of Pretender from Heavy America, the brand new single. But we'll end with this. Gentlemen, thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I will see you Saturday. And here it is, Tales from Heavy America.
box